Hi, everybody. This is But First Coffee. I'm Susie Oberholtz, and I'd like to wish everybody a happy Easter. Hope you've had a great day and got to spend time with family or friends or both, or just doing whatever made you happy. And, for those of you that don't celebrate Easter, I hope you had a great day too. I I had a great day. I spent the day with my husband and my dad and my daughters and my son-in-law and grandkids, and just had a great day. I made a ham and some deviled eggs, and my daughter made potato salad and green beans, and we had rolls and we had cheese dip, and I don't know, we just kind of ate. And I haven't felt very good. I'm still suffering the effects of radiation. I expect to be suffering with those for the next few weeks, from what they tell me. And anyway, I have one of my favorite shirts on today. It says, "I don't have enough middle fingers for cancer." So that kind of fits with the mood that I'm in tonight. I, I'm just in one of those moods that I'm sad and I'm irritated. And I've got my notes with me because when I'm irritated and sad and everything, I tend to lose my train of thought. And that's why I went ahead and just did this as a recording and not as a live. I I love talking to you guys, and I do look forward to interacting with you in the comment section. But I just needed to get this said, and just you know, I it's a me thing. I get sidetracked. It's nothing that you all do that's wrong. Trust me, you're great. I love you all. But anyway, I'm gonna get started, and I have my notes. I want to talk for just a little bit about the Liz Ferris situation. Just for a hot minute, because I'm actually not even sure that I'm qualified, have the right or the authority to talk about it, because I don't know. I know it could seem like I'm doing it for clicks. I purposely didn't put anybody's name in the title because I didn't want it to just draw clicks because I mentioned somebody's name. But anyway, I'm sure there are people out there that'll say, "Oh, she's just doing it for clicks," but that doesn't even make sense to me, because considering that we're YouTube creators, everything that we do is for clicks in one way or another. So, I mean, if we don't get clicks, we don't get views. If we don't get views, we don't get subscribers. You know, it's just one of those things that gets on my nerves. It's like I don't know. Anyway, I don't personally know Liz or Carrie, and I'm really brand new to this community. So brand new that I guarantee I'm certainly not on Liz's radar. I'm a never in. I've never suffered the horrific traumas and abuse that Liz has. I've never even been addicted to anything. But I'm a woman. I'm a wife. I'm a daughter. I've trusted people in my life and in my home who have, they've hurt me, not physically, but emotionally and financially. I've been disconnected from by friends and family that I never would have dreamed would have done it. Very Scientology like. Just because I held somebody accountable for the wrongs that they were doing or had done to me or my family. I've been stolen from, both property, which always seems to be the most sentimental, valuable items, you know. But also, I've had my trust stolen. That one might almost be worse. I don't know. I guess they're both terrible in their own way. Sorry. I don't know what all went on with the situation between Liz and Vanessa and Carrie. I've not asked. It's not my business. And that's not what this is about. I'm not trying to make it my business. I'm just someone that's sitting back and watching people hurt. But of course, I hear some things, and so I have some level of an opinion on this situation. And so I guess I'll voice that opinion on some level. One, stealing from a friend who is doing you a huge favor is a douche move. Stealing something with sentimental value is even worse. That's all I'm going to say on that part. I'm sorry. Remember the radiation cough. And yes, I took my medicine, but it just doesn't always work. Two, whoever sent death threats to Liz and her family is a bottom sucking scumbag. And there's a special place in hell for that kind of person. I don't know who that person is or people, but whoever you are, you're about as low as it gets. You don't do that. I've had death threats. We had a newspaper for several years and I pissed people off and I had death threats. And they're not fun. They're not funny. It does harm that you can't imagine. And it's illegal. And I hope that they find out who did it. And I hope that you're prosecuted. I really do. And I hope that you're ashamed of yourself. I really do. Because if you're not ashamed of yourself, then you're even worse, right? If you could do something like that and not even be ashamed. And my last opinion, really, is the person who held a carrot out promising info on how to connect with Liz with her dad. You you also qualify for that soot-filled lodging in hell. Who does that? If you have information, you should hand it over freely, willingly, gladly, not dangling it to get what you want, to get something that, I don't know. I don't really know what it would do for you, but I think that's because I am not the kind of person who would do something like that. If you don't have information, then that honestly, I don't know, I start to say makes you a worse person, but I think that if you have information and you're not handing it over willingly and happily, then you're about as low as it gets. And I know there's people out there that think that Liz was stupid to fall for it. But I guarantee you, if one of my parents were missing and somebody dangled a carrot or whatever in front of my nose and said, "Oh, if you do this or you do that, or if you tell me this or you tell me that, or whatever." I don't know what happened. I'm just, saying. There's probably not much that I wouldn't do or say for the mere chance of finding my parent or my child or, whatever, if they were missing. I mean, and so I think that we need to sit back and just like say, okay, this whole situation, I don't even know what happened, y'all. And I don't mean it when I start to say I don't care. I do care. What I mean is I don't care. I don't need the details. Okay? I don't need the details. I'm not looking for the details. That's not what this is about. If the person that was doing the dangling of the carrot is the vile creature that I kind of think it might be, I refuse to even clarify their name by or dignify their name, I'm sorry, by speaking it. Everything I've seen and heard, which is not a lot. I haven't seen a lot. I watched a little bit of video, but I've heard enough from a few people that I don't want anything to do with this person. I felt dirty and violated just watching the little bit of the video that I watched because there's just, how can that hate be on the internet? And I mean, it's just vile. But anyway, everything that I saw and everything I've heard points to a very low moral character. And it would take that kind of a very low moral character to do something like dangle a carrot in the face of someone desperate for any information, just any little tidbit of information about their parent. And it just kind of seems like the sick kind of game that this person would play. And yet, I would have probably done whatever I had to do just to see if by any chance they did have any information. Gosh, ask for the friends who have, for whatever reasons, and it's their reasons, and I don't pretend to know, but for whatever reasons they have disconnected from Liz. I just ask you to consider what you would have done in that situation. I mean, really, really put yourself in her shoes. Put away the anger and the hurt that you have every right to feel. But put that aside for just a minute and put yourself in Liz and even Carrie's position. And just think about what you would have done, how you would have reacted, whether it was a good reaction, a bad reaction. I don't know. I'm just saying. I know how I would react. I know how I would react. I It wouldn't be pretty. Think about the person that you know and claim to be a friend, and if this is really like, a like a deal breaker in the friendship department, like if this is really something that can't be come back from, or what it would take to come back from it. I know there's been apologies issued, and the one thing that can't be done is it can't be changed. What has happened has happened. If you can't accept it, then that's fine. That's your right. But I'm just asking, before you make that final decision that it can't be saved, to just put yourself in their shoes for a minute. Liz is a very just kind and generous and loving person. And it's honestly kind of a miracle. It's a miracle that all of you are those things. It astonishes me, actually. I am a praying person. I am a Christian, and I am praying and sending good vibes and the whole thing. That this disconnect doesn't last. That it's acceptable to need a minute. You're all good people. You're amazing people. Well, except for the ones that aren't. The rest of you are great people. And I have no dog in this fight. And again, I probably don't even have the right to have an opinion on it. I know none of you, and you certainly don't know me. I mean, I know more about you than you'll probably ever know about me. You don't know me from Adam, whatever that means. I keeps going through my head is they don't know me from Adam, and then I'm like, does anybody know what that even means? That you don't know me from Adam? I don't know. I'd like to know where that came from. I'm just curious. I'm not a professional counselor or anybody qualified to give advice. You certainly don't have to take it, but I hope you do. I hope that you just take a step back and take a minute and decide if this is something that can be fixed or not. And if not, then at least you know that you really considered it from all sides. But the SPTV community needs Liz's voice, needs all of your voices. And we're stronger together. Every voice raises the volume, y'all. Every voice raises the volume. And when those voices are joined together and truly, truly together, there's no stopping us. There's just not. Between the never ends and the second gems and everyone else, the ones from other cults and the ones that are first generation or third generation or whatever, the more of us that get together and have a voice and stand united, the stronger we are, the louder we are. You've survived Scientology. Scientology couldn't take you down. Don't let a thief and a vile excuse for a human being do it. You're stronger than that. You are second gems. I don't know of anybody stronger than you. All of you. I don't. And we, the community that you've all built, love you. And we all want you all happy and safe and united. We all just want to be together, one big, happy family. And it breaks my heart that this is happening. Breaks my heart. Don't let it happen, please. I know I don't have the right to ask, but I am asking. Let's try to pull this back together. Even if you need time, even if you need a little bit of space, even if maybe it takes a little bit of time to build trust back or whatever the situation is, because I'm just like throwing it out there because I don't know the situation, and y'all can, say, well, she doesn't know what the hell's going on, she doesn't have a right to say anything, and you're right. But here I am opening this big mouth of mine. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do a video probably tomorrow about my breast cancer journey. I've had a lot of people ask about it, so I'm gonna try to do that. Probably gonna have some more Scientology stuff coming up. I'm looking into a few things that I want to do a couple of little chats about. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, do those clicks, y'all. Leave a comment in the comment section. Remember, everybody that does those things, like and subscribe and leaves a comment, gets put in the drawing that we're going to have for my 500 subscribers. So do that. The drawing will be on Thursday. I don't know. I'm going to try to get some rest. I hope I didn't make anybody mad. I'm really not trying to be bossy or butt into your lives. I really am. I'm not. I'm just really am not that kind of person. Well, I can be kind of bossy. And, but if by any chance Liz sees this, I love you. I know you don't know me, but I've been watching you and I love you. I love Nora. I love Carrie. I'm just barely getting to know her. She was actually kind of in the background a little bit, but I've gotten to know her on YouTube, you know. I love all you guys. Serge. I love Serge. I love Aaron. I love Kelly Copter, Marilyn, Reese. I mean, I could go on. Tommy. I could go on a long, long time. There's an awful lot of amazing creators out there, and just to be even considered a creator amongst all of you all is amazing. So, anyway, I'm going to go. I got to take the rest of my medicine, catch up on a couple more videos, and get some rest. And I don't have to go to radiation tomorrow. So, yay for that. So, I will talk to you guys later. Love you all. And see you tomorrow.